is June 1st, and I've been looking at the news. This week is supposed to start storms from Tuesday all the way up until Friday. So it's, storm season is peaking. All of this coronavirus nonsense, protests, still stuck in the house, still can't barely, just so much unsureness, uncertainties, randomness. The most anxiety I have ever felt at one time has been going on. I quit my job about a week and a half ago. Of things has transpired where I realized it makes absolutely no sense whatsoever to be getting your ass up and going to a job in the middle of a pandemic and not make no money. Like, don't make sense. I'm getting up, leaving my son. The baby, he's been catching, he's had back-to-back ear infections. They called it, they were mad. My job was mad at me the first time. They called an attitude with me because, ear infections, fevers, all that things, things with babies, they pop up really suddenly. And, I had to call off because my son had a fever of 102.8 was the highest it was recorded. With this corona, I was so nervous. I brought him as soon as I was feeling his fever. I called off because I needed it. And they were still trying to get me to come in. Like, after I found out what was wrong with my son, they still were trying to get me to come in. I'm like, my son has a fever, a very high fever. His eyes are red. He's lethargic. He doesn't want to be bothered with even his brother. I'm the only person he wants to be bothered with. How you think I'm going to just not worry about my son's fever to come to work? But y'all call me when y'all need me to replace somebody who hasn't come in. But when I need it, it's such a problem. It's such an attitude. It's like, I'm not per diem. I don't come in when you call. I have a life. They call all the time, text all the time. Even on my off day, every off day I have, they're calling me trying to get me to come in. I'm like, no, I wanna. It's a pandemic. I caught anxiety going into one of my job sites, the Family Dollar, and then it was right after that guy had got killed in another Family Dollar, in another state for wanting the customers to pull their mask up, to put a mask on before they came into the store. And I had got into it with a guy at AutoZone for that. But when I went into that Family Dollar, like, not even 3 days after that situation happened, my anxiety levels were so high. I told them, like, I was supposed to go there the next day. I told them, I'm not going. I can't go. I didn't even much show up. I didn't go to work. And I was about to quit that day. And that was maybe a month ago. No, not a month ago. Yeah, about 3 weeks ago. And, I'm like, you're sending me to places that's putting me in more of a, spot, in a more of a position to catch the coronavirus and bring it home to my kids. And now I know you don't give a fuck because all you want is a post fuel. But I give a fuck. I give a fuck about me. I give a fuck about my kids. So I quit. I had been hearing so much things about them being unprofessional and all that shit. And I knew it. But I have a little bit of a history with some shit. I have a weed paraphernalia charge and 2 assault charges. So they call them assault, but I call it fighting. And so I had to, take what I could get. That was right before the pandemic started. So since the pandemic, people are at home collecting money. More money than they did making per week going to work. And here I am going to work, not complaining, going to work, and I'm not making enough. I have $900 worth of rent. I have to pay water. I have to pay my lights. My insurance is about $215 a month. I have to put gas in my car and shit. I have to eat. And then I have other necessities. I gotta get my weed. So for all of that, I'm going to work. I'm jeopardizing myself daily. Like all I can do is monitor me and my sons, and I'm still not making my money. Dude, I said fuck y'all. I can't work like, and I know y'all are getting at least, and I know it's more than that, but at least $20 an hour for me to be standing there. Why the fuck am I only getting 9, 10, 11? No, I don't. No. I don't work for free. I don't work for cheap. I'm not no fool. With all of the experience I have experienced in a lot of different situations. But it's hard every day going to work and being like you're there to make money, and you're there knowing that the money you're making is not gonna be enough. It's not worth it. That is systematic oppression. That is systematic oppression. They want me to help them make money, but don't want to pay me enough to where I can at least have enough to pay for everything I have to pay for. And I explained it to them, it makes no sense for me to go sit at work wondering how I'm going to make money. It doesn't work for me. That my mind frame in the last few months have been only focused on making money and surviving. Like not surviving like everyday surviving. Like I have no insurance, no burial insurance. I have no health insurance. I have no extra money. I have no savings. So what will happen to me and my sons if I catch corona? Well, what happened to my sons if I catch corona and die? Or if I'm at work and a fool want to get stupid, and because I got a gun and maybe they got a gun, they want to bust, and I'm gonna have to bust back. Am I gonna catch the bullet? Am I gonna give the bullet and have to go sit and do some time? So it was at the point where my security job or me and my family, it was no comparison. It wasn't a hard decision. My dad and my sister, I don't know why, but they trying to figure out how I could just quit, because like I could see if I was making the money. I'm not making the money. I'm not making shit. I'm not making enough to make it last to the next payday. So why the fuck would I stay there? Why? It makes no sense. And then the man was like, oh, it's because of the time you missed when your son had the ear infection. Okay, so I have to choose over making enough money or my son. Again, the choice is easy. The choice is made. That there came out of my pussy. It'll never be a choice between no motherfucking job and my kids. I've been doing that for years. When will that shit stop? I'm 30 years old. I've been having to choose between work and my kids since my oldest kid was a baby. It's systematic oppression. They had single men and men without kids. Men without women. They were getting the morning shifts, the 7 to 3s, 7 to 2s, 7 to 7s, and able to go leave and go do whatever they want. Me, I had to do 2 to 10. So I'm just, I wake up and in a couple hours I gotta go to work. And as soon as I get off of work, I'm too tired to do anything, or I don't want to do anything, or I have to, try to take a shower and shit and try to decontaminate myself and be around our kids. So they tried to make my choice, but I made it. I don't understand how people get mad at you for making a better choice for yourself. I don't see nobody else risking themselves for some money that's barely getting made. I don't see what the attitude and what the problem is, especially with my dad. But me and my dad gets into it all the time because he's so inconsiderate, and he think I'm supposed to be on 24/7. Like I'm so smart. Like I was literally completely book smart. I was semi-street smart, but I didn't like the streets. I like to stay inside. I like to stay unbothered. I like to read books, do puzzles, be by myself, chill, rest. That's the shit I used to do. So as I got older, my dad, everything I did, it was like I wasn't supposed to do it, and I'm supposed to automatically know better. So as I got older, and you know, I mean, you can't really hide, and I wouldn't call it hiding, but you know, I can't really just stay inside and shit like I used to when I was younger. You know, in the elementary and middle school and shit. And so I just feel like, you know, if things aren't going the way you want it to or the way you need it to, why not change it? All I'll need is a little support. I don't ask for the money. I don't ask for anything else. You know, just trusting what I can do. I'm not going to sit up here and work damn near for free. I've never understood why people, especially black people, think that, oh, you got like this mentality of, oh, you gotta do what you gotta do. And that's what hurts us. Like, you have to step out of the box.